Today I'm going to build a vanity, and I will show you how simple it is. It's just a 2-drawer vanity, 24 inches square. 2 drawers. The drawers will be offset, one will be smaller than the next. And you just need some simple materials. You will need a sheet of plywood, some nails or screws, glue, an idea of how you're going to build it, and the tools you will need is a tape, obviously. You'll need a saw of some sort, whether it be a hand saw, paw saw, circular saw, any saw of your choice, once it can cut wood. And of course you will need 2 runners. And I will not go into detail yet as what you will need for finishing. If you guys like the content, or you're learning something from this video, and you want to appreciate what I'm doing for you, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can get notifications from me in the future. So guys, without stalling any longer, I'm going to start now with measuring and downsizing my material. So you can remember that project that I did a while ago? Well, it wasn't too long ago. This is the leftover ply from the Christmas Village project. This is what I will use to make my vanities. So I will start cutting and I will show you that process now. Right, so this is my scrapbook. So far you know that the customer wants, the vanity to have 2 drawers. One will be smaller than the next. This one should be made to hold an item that is 11.5 inches, while the other one could be like 6 inches. And then the top will be 23 inches to accommodate a 23.5 inch tub. For this cupboard to accommodate these dimensions and to have a drawer to fit something 11.5 inches, I would say approximately it have to be 20 inches deep. I set the saw to 21 3/4. So when it add the 2 5/8 piece of wood, I would get back 23 inches. It would be slightly more, slightly less. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to start cutting the bottom and the top support. I made the top support out of solid pine, but this is the material, some offcuts I had here in the workshop. So it was very convenient for me to use that, but you can also use the ply. It's time for assembly. I have the pieces cut here. So what I'm going to do now is nail them up, and then I will build the drawers and make the drawer faces after. What I'm doing, I'm making the drawer faces out of a scrap piece of PVC that I have here, an old door. So I will cut that down into 2 drawer faces, and the bottom of the drawers, I'm trying to make them as light as possible, so I will make the drawer bottoms out of 4-inch ply. So far, this is my frame. What I'm going to do is try to lay out for the drawers now. So I usually lay this out on the material once it's painting. If it's varnishing, obviously you have to be more careful what you're doing. And as it's painting, you can use any type of marking tool. If you use a nail, you know you've got to fill that back in. So what I'm looking to achieve here is 6 inches from the top. Okay, I'm going to make this one 7 inches from the top. And the remainder will be at the bottom. So 30 inches from the bottom. That is fine. The bottom drawer I'm going to make full size. 18 inches deep. The extension of the bottom will be 6 inches high. So it will be a fairly shallow drawer, but yet it will have the depth that it can hold all stuff. And this is to cater for the plumbing. It's so easy to make mistakes when cutting out for drawers. So what I try to do here is clamp the 2 sides. I use my hand and clamp the 2 sides, the 2 drawer sides that I've just cut out. And I measure exactly from one end to the neck. So that is 20 and 5/8. I usually make them a 16 for an inch less. You can always pop that out or maneuver, but the worst thing to do is to have drawers that's too big. But a little too small, it will still work. So as I say, what I do is put the actual piece of wood to the frame and then measure. So I'm getting 20 and 5/8. I'm going to make this piece inside now an inch shorter, which should be 19 and 5/8. I'm going to put on these strips on the top of the drawers now. It's easier to do this first and then sand this down and then assemble the drawers. You can skip this method by putting some wood putty over the raw ends of the plywood as it's painted white. But I find this method is more consistent in terms of getting a cleaner finish. You only have to put these strips at the top, not the bottom of the drawers. Squeeze some glue. What I'm going to do is give it a quick cowboy sand out before you assemble these drawers. This is the wrong sandpaper. Gonna use some 100 grit sandpaper on this to clean down the side. As not to make any oopsies, I sorted my wood. All the sides at one, and the backs and the fronts on together. Going to make the back a little lower than the front, again to cater for the plumbing inside the cupboard. In the store you see these things, but they look so nice and neat. When they get in the house, they can't fit because the plumbing isn't as perfect as the cupboard is built. I'm going to put 3 nails, man. Yeah. So what I like to do is put 3 sides on first, and then I measure cut out the piece to fitting to avoid mistakes. Sometimes I cut out everything as it is. When I'm doing a lot of drawers, I measure one, and then I constantly cut out the bottoms. I already did make a oopsie almost.